I'm constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop, even when the person that I'm with is treating me in really healthy ways.
This is such a common reaction and thought process for somebody who has CPTSD. We just don't voice it. So first, thank you so much for the creator that expressed all of her thought process within that last video. And if you didn't watch all the way through, please make sure that you go do so that you have a bigger and better understanding of what I'm going to explain right now. And hi, if we have not met yet, my name is Jenna. I'm a relationship alignment coach, and I guide highly ambitious women to go from CEO to feminine flow without years of talk therapy by soothing their mother wound. Now let's go back to that mother wound. Many people who have CPTSD, it begins with their mother. The mother is our first relationship. It is the blueprint of all of our other relationships. Quick disclaimer, your mother did not have to be a monster in order for your needs to go unmet. Now, what do I mean by that? That means that your basic needs were met, but your emotional needs probably were on the wayside. This is no fault to your mother. This is just the tools that she was given, provided, and knew how to utilize. My mother is loving and supportive. However, she does have high anxiety, high fear, and she gets extremely angry. This created a perception in me that my environment was unsafe. I didn't know how she was going to react to anything that I did. I decided that the best bet was to be a people pleaser because a people pleaser was once a parent pleaser. Since my mother showed highly contrasting behaviors, some days she was super loving, some days she was extremely crazy, I perceived my environment to be unsafe. Do you see also the dynamic where I might be thinking, when is the shoe going to drop? Which brings me to trauma responses. When I was feeling those specific situations arise, I would go into a state of either fight or flight or fawn and freeze, depending on what my mother would do. Many times causing me to be stuck in one of those states and no tools to help me soothe those from my nervous system. So wax on, wax off, the way that you do one thing is the way that you do everything. So if I'm going to be stuck in a state of, when is the shoe going to drop? My mom is going to freak out, or is she going to be really loving? I am going to copy pasta that onto any relationship that I get into. Because as she stated in the video, it is familiar. It also doesn't stop at relationships. It can show up in how you are within the corporate world or your business. You may procrastinate because you have paralyzing perfectionism, but you also say, I thrive in chaos, or I get it done quickly, even though I'm doing it right the day before. But instead of soothing your nervous system and allowing yourself to do projects in a timely manner, you constantly go through that same pattern, and that same pattern shows up within relationships as well. But it doesn't have to be that way. I recommend regulating your nervous system, soothing your mother wound, and reparenting your inner child. And knowing what mother wound type you actually are. If you're not sure, go ahead and take my quiz. And after, come share what Disney princess you got and if it resonates.